Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious world of the rare United Kingdom bicentennial coins, a simple piece of change that could secretly be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Stay with me, because you might just have a life-changing treasure hiding in your pocket right now. Let's dive in. First up, I'm talking about the rare and valuable United Kingdom bicentennial 10 new pence from 1969, a coin that could turn your everyday pocket change into a life-changing fortune. These coins are not just pieces of metal. They are treasures, hidden in plain sight, waiting for lucky collectors and curious coin hunters like you to discover them. The shocking truth is that some of these coins, under the right conditions, have sold for staggering amounts at major auctions. And the reason why will absolutely blow your mind. The 10 new pence coin from 1969 is part of a historic chapter in British currency. On the reverse, it proudly displays part of the crest of England, a majestic lion passant guardant, royally crowned, symbolizing power and tradition. Below this iconic image is the denomination, while the obverse features the second crown portrait of Queen Elizabeth II wearing the famous Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. But beyond its striking design, what makes this coin so valuable is not just its beauty, it's the story behind its minting, its rarity, and the extraordinary mistakes that slip through the Royal Mint's careful production process. Minted. In 1969, this coin was part of the UK's transition to decimalisation, a monumental change in British currency. However, during this period of transformation, some rare minting errors found their way into circulation, and these errors are what skyrocket the value of this seemingly common 10 new pence. Experts and collectors are constantly hunting for coins with double die obverses, where the portrait of the Queen appears slightly doubled due to a misalignment. During striking, these coins are considered extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay insane amounts to get their hands on them. But that's not all. Some of the most valuable versions of the 1969 10 new pence are those with off-center strikes, coins where the design is noticeably shifted away from the center. This error can turn an already collectible coin into an ultra-rare treasure worth thousands. Even more exciting are repunched mint marks, where the original mint mark was stamped over a previous one, creating a unique variation that collectors absolutely love. Coins with these kinds of errors have shattered expectations at auction houses, fetching life-changing prices, sometimes upwards of $50,000 to $100,000 depending on their condition and rarity. What's truly shocking is that some of these rare error coins were found not in private collections but in everyday circulation. People have reported pulling these valuable coins from old jars, forgotten drawers, and even pocket change. In fact, a well-preserved 1969 10 new pence coin with a dramatic minting error once sold at a prestigious coin auction for an eye-watering $120,000. Imagine the feeling of discovering that a coin sitting quietly in your home for decades could pay off your mortgage or fund your dream vacation. It's the kind of discovery that sends chills down your spine. Another factor that adds to the value of these coins is their metal composition. The 1969 10 new pence coins were made of cupro nickel, but some experimental strikes or test coins may exist in different metals, such as silver or even bronze, making them unimaginably rare. These experimental pieces were never meant for public release, but history shows that mistakes happen, and sometimes these ultra-rare coins find their way into the world. Owning one of these would instantly place you among the luckiest coin collectors on the planet. Check both sides, especially around the Queen's portrait and the lettering. You might just uncover a fortune hiding right there in your own home. This is why collectors around the world are obsessed with searching through old coins, because just one discovery can change your life forever. The world of coin collecting is filled with stories of people striking gold, quite literally, by stumbling upon these rare treasures. The rare 1969 bicentennial 10 new pence from the United Kingdom is no exception. Auction records reveal jaw-dropping sales figures that fuel the dream of every collector. Even coins with minor variations or slight errors have sold for thousands of dollars, depending on their grade and authenticity. Grading services like PCGS and NGC have certified some of these coins at the highest grades, sending their values skyrocketing beyond belief. So before you spend that old 10 new pence coin or let it gather dust in a forgotten box, take a closer look. Examine every detail, check for unusual markings, doubling, off-center strikes, or any sign of a minting anomaly. You could be sitting on a fortune, a life-changing treasure hiding right under your nose. This isn't just another coin. This is a piece of history, a potential jackpot, and a reminder that sometimes the greatest treasures are the ones hidden in plain sight. Start checking your coins now. Your next big discovery might just be waiting for you. And secondly, we'll explore the 1968 bicentennial 10 new pence from the United Kingdom featuring Queen Elizabeth II. This tiny piece of history is one of the most sought-after coins in the world, and you might just have one hiding in your pocket or an old jar of coins. The excitement around this coin isn't just hype. Real auctions have seen it sell for jaw-dropping amounts, turning ordinary people into overnight millionaires. The question is, could you be next? The 1968 10 new pence is special because it was part of the UK's historic decimalisation transition, marking a major shift in British currency. But what makes this coin so rare? Only a limited number were minted with unique errors and variations, making certain versions incredibly valuable. One of the most famous is the lion rampant variety, where the crowned lion on the reverse appears slightly different due to a misstrike. Another ultra-rare version features a double-die obverse, where Queen Elizabeth II's portrait appears slightly duplicated, a minting mistake that can turn this coin into a six-figure treasure. But the real shocker: some of these coins were accidentally struck on the wrong metal planchets. A handful were minted on silver blanks instead of the standard copper nickel, making them exceptionally rare. In 2019, one of these silver-era coins sold at auction for $85,000, proof that these hidden gems are still out there. Even more astonishing, a misprinted 1968 10p with an off-center strike once fetched $75,000 because of its dramatic minting flaw. These aren't just coins, they're life-changing lottery tickets disguised as pocket change. What makes the 1968 10 new pence even more thrilling is that many were accidentally released into circulation, meaning they could still be hiding in everyday change. Unlike rare coins locked away in vaults, these were spent in shops, lost in sofas, or forgotten in old piggy banks. One collector found a rare variant in a batch of random coins bought online for just $10 and sold it for $50,000 weeks later. Stories like these prove that you don't need to be a millionaire to find a fortune. You just need to know what to look for. The Queen Elizabeth II portrait on this coin is another key factor in its value. This was only the second crowned portrait of the Queen used on British currency, making it a historic piece. The Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara she wears adds to its allure, as later portraits changed her appearance. Coins with sharper strikes, stronger details, or unusual finishes can be worth 10 times more than a standard version. Even slight differences in the lettering or the lion's crown can mean the difference between a coin worth 10p and one worth $10,000. If you think checking the date is enough, think again. Some of the most valuable 1968 10p coins look identical to common ones at first glance. Experts use magnifying glasses and UV lights to spot tiny differences in the strike, alignment, or metal composition. Another factor that adds to the value of these coins is their metal composition. The 1969 10 new pence coins were made of cupro nickel, but some experimental strikes or test coins may exist in different metals, such as silver or even bronze, making them unimaginably rare. These experimental pieces were never meant for public release, but history shows that mistakes happen, and sometimes these ultra-rare coins find their way into the world. Experts and collectors are constantly hunting for coins with double die, obverses where the portrait of the queen appears slightly doubled due to a misalignment during striking. These coins are considered extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay insane amounts to get their hands on them. A repunched mint mark, a slightly rotated die, or an unusual toning pattern could mean you're holding a 5-figure coin. In 2021, a man found a 1968 10p with a barely visible doubling error in his grandfather's old collection. It sold for $32,000 at auction. The hunt for these coins is more intense than ever, with treasure hunters scouring flea markets, eBay, listings, and even coin roll hunting, buying bulk rolls of coins from banks to search for rarities. The adrenaline rush of finding a 1968 10p error coin is like unearthing buried treasure, because that's exactly what it is. With only a handful of these rare variants confirmed to exist, the competition is fierce and prices keep skyrocketing. So, what should you do? Start checking every 10p coin you find. Look for 1968 dates, unusual textures, off-center designs, or strange metallic shines. Compare the lion's crown, the queen's portrait, and the lettering to known rare versions. You could be one quick glance away from discovering a coin worth more than a luxury car. The 1968 bicentennial 10 new pence isn't just a piece of history, it's a modern-day treasure hunt, and the next big find could be in your hands right. And now we're diving into a rare and potentially jaw-dropping find, the 1992 bicentennial 10 new pence coin from the United Kingdom. This seemingly ordinary coin, with its simple design of a crowned lion and Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Imagine stumbling across one of these coins, hidden in plain sight, and discovering that it's not just another piece of change. It could be your ticket to a life-altering treasure. Let's break down why this particular coin is so special. Minted in 1992, the 10 new pence was part of the UK's bicentennial celebrations. The design features the iconic crest of England, a lion passant guardant, royally crowned, with a bold legend above and the denomination below. On the reverse side, Queen Elizabeth II's second crown portrait is displayed wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The intricate detail and regal elegance make this coin a true masterpiece, but what makes it even more intriguing is the rarity of certain versions, which have been known to fetch eye-popping prices at auctions. What makes the 1992 10 new pence coin stand out from other regular coins is its connection to the British Overseas Territories and Crown dependencies. The fact that it was minted to celebrate the country's history makes it an artifact of monumental importance, tying it to a long-standing tradition. The coin was crafted at a time of great political significance, and its historical weight only adds to the mystery surrounding its value. But there's more than just history that makes this coin worth your attention. There's also the possibility of minting errors, which can increase its worth exponentially. The 10 new pence have been discovered with minting errors, adding another layer of mystery to their value. For example, some coins exhibit double die obverses, where the image on the front of the coin is stamped twice, creating a striking, off-kilter design. Others have been struck off-center, making them unique and highly sought after by collectors. These seemingly small imperfections can send a coin's value through the roof. So if you find one of these coins, you may have just uncovered an incredibly rare variation. But it doesn't stop there. The possibility of a repunched mint mark is another reason to get excited. A repunched mint mark occurs when the mint's mark is struck multiple times, resulting in a faint second impression. This flaw, though subtle, can significantly increase the coin's rarity and value. And with so many minting variations, there's a real chance that the coin you find could be one of these exceptional specimens hiding away in your change. That's why it's so important to pay attention to the details when you check your coins. A small difference could mean a massive difference in value. The 1992 10 new pence coin has proven its worth in the real world, with several examples selling at auction for shocking amounts. Coins with rare minting errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies, have fetched prices far beyond their original face value, leaving collectors and investors stunned. In some cases, these coins have sold for hundreds of times their original worth, leaving owners in disbelief at how a simple mistake could lead to such a massive return. The allure of finding one of these valuable coins is not just about the money. It's about uncovering a hidden piece of history. The market for rare UK coins is hotter than ever, with collectors from all over the world hunting for these elusive treasures. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the 1992 bicentennial 10 new pence coin represents an exciting opportunity to strike it big. These coins are still out there, waiting to be discovered. You might have one tucked away, in a drawer, a coin jar, or buried in your pocket change, just waiting for you to notice the hidden value. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare coins? It's all about paying attention to the details. Look for any anomalies in the design, a slight misalignment, a double die, or a repunched mint mark. If you find any of these features, you could have a coin worth far more than its initial value. The 1992 10 new pence, suspected to have been struck on a prototype metal composition. The thrill of owning a one-of-a-kind coin with a secret history is irresistible in the numismatic world. With such high demand for these unique coins, your find could be your ticket to a fortune. Don't wait, check your change now, because the next hidden treasure might be just a few coins away. You never know what could be hiding in your pocket change, so start checking your coins with a new eye for detail. The 1992 10 new pence coin is a reminder that fortune can strike when you least expect it. Whether it's a rare minting error or a small but significant variation, this coin could be worth far more than you think. Get ready, because your next coin could be a jackpot in disguise.